I speak a lot, right? And it's intimidating to come up here and talk in front of all of you. And I actually went to Paul this morning and I said, "Hey, Paul, I don't know if I can do this." Right? I said, I've never once had stage fright of any kind, right? But honestly, to Paul's previous talk, right? Look at the difference that we're able to make, right? It's unbelievably powerful. And if you don't think that you're making a difference, I promise that you are. Some of the best stories that I get from my people are, "You changed my life," or something similar to that. It's a really incredible impact. So before I cry, we're going to move on and we're going to take a little story. So we're going to take a trip to Omaha, Nebraska, where my company is. As I've told some of you, we're not quite in the middle of nowhere, but I can see it from my back door. It's pretty close, right? We're in a pretty rural area. This is our company. Unbelievable change that we've been able to affect in just about a little over 4 years. We've been able to go from impacting 5 lives to impacting 23 lives. The productivity that we have is off the charts. Our people make some outstanding improvements. What we build is electrical controls for all kinds of different industries. Most of our products end up going on to be somebody else's product, and we're doing the electrical controls that make that machine work. We've been unbelievably fortunate over the years. Even before Lean, we had a very, very, very low defect rate. We've always really had a huge thing on we want fit and finish. We want the quality. It's the little tiny things that make your product stand out, not the big giant things that you do. And over the last 4 years, we've challenged our people. Hey, how can we make our product better? How can we make our processes faster? How can we do more and more and more for our customers? And we've made some tremendous improvements. So I'm going to tell you a little story about this panel. So this particular panel we built for our single largest customer. We're doing a couple $1 million a year for this customer. We've been doing business with them for about 8 years. This was a whole new design, clean sheet. What we didn't know at the time was this panel was going to go on a mobile crushing unit for one of their new dealers, right? So our biggest customer, this customer put a ton of time into cultivating a new relationship to get a new dealer that's now going to promote their product. So we built this panel. We thought we got every detail. We went through 100% of our product gets power tested before it leaves our facility. We function tested as far as we're possibly able. We built it, put it on a skid, shipped it from Omaha, Nebraska to South Dakota, which is about a 2-hour drive on an LTL truck. Right? The customer got our panel. They mounted it on their crusher. They built their crusher. They ran the crusher for 3 days. No problem. That crusher then traveled from South Dakota to outside of Las Vegas to the brand new dealer, who was really thrilled to show off his new $1 million crusher to 30 of his clients. Look at this awesome new product that we have. Well, that's what happened. Right? The leader that I used to be when I got this text message would have gone to my systems, right? We're all lean. We all have awesome systems. Most of this has been on the lean journey for multiple years. We've leveled up our game of systems and traceability and trackability and who does what, right? The leader that I was, I would have gone to that system and I would have found the guy who put that wire in and we would have had a chat, right? And I remember distinctly sitting in my office because the customer sent me this picture, right? This is what I wanted to do. Right? How do I hide from this? Oh, wow, this is a terrible, 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 terrible day for our company. We just let our biggest customer down in front of one of their new dealers that could have been millions and millions of dollars a year, and we screwed up. Right? Well, first reaction is, how do we fix it for the customer? Right? Okay, we'll overnight it, we'll rebuild another one, we'll get it out, right? That panel's about $60,000. That's a big ouch, right? Again, my natural instinct at the time was, let's go have a chat. Fortunately, many of you in the audience have read your books, been influenced by a lot of you. I was able to catch myself, and I'm eternally, eternally grateful for that. What I reminded myself was everything is a process problem, right? It didn't matter which individual did whatever it was that caused it, right? At this point, we had no idea what the problem was. It's more than about the person making a mistake. Most of people in general don't go through their day going, hey, how can I fuck something up today? Right? We all go to work. We want to do the right thing. We want to do good for ourselves. We want to do good for our customers, right? But everything is a process problem. Can anybody spot the defect?
There's a bolt lying around the back.
Yeah. Little bolt, right? As an improvement, right? There's a code for us between these two components that have electricity of opposite polarity. We have to have 3/8 of an inch of electrical clearance if we don't put some sort of an insulating barrier in, right? Our real process was take a mic, set it at 3/8, pass it between the components, verify that it's good, move on. The improvement that had been made was, hey, this bolt is just a little bit bigger than 3/8. So instead of us having to get that tool out, set it to the right location, if we just go grab one of these bolts and we wave it through there and it doesn't touch, we're good, right? And it was. What we learned later is this improvement had been in place for almost a year, right? And it worked until that one day. In the text and the phone call that I got the picture of the explosion, and the second picture was this picture, because we have full transparency with our customers. They can access all of our picture files. We take detailed pictures of every single electrical connection of every panel. The customer didn't have to know what the problem was because he was able to go into our system. And during our QC process, we took this picture with this bolt sitting in there, right? What we learned since, which is one of the most important things, that's the whole purpose I'm up here with this particular story, is at this time, we didn't know the 4 criteria for an improvement. So somebody looked at this, hey, we're going to make this process better. We're going to speed this up. We don't need this specially calibrated instrument. All we have to do, pass the bolt through and we're good, right? What we lost sight of was there's 4 criteria that should always be looked at before your people put an improvement into place. The very first one is safety. Is whatever I'm about to do going to negatively impact the safety of the process, the safety of the end result, the safety of the product that I'm building? If so, it doesn't matter how great the improvement is, it should stop right there. The next criteria is quality, right? Most of us know Lean is about people and Lean is about quality. Does what I'm about to do going to negatively impact the quality of my process, of the component, of the product that I'm building? If so, same thing, hard stop, do not continue. The last one we've added more recently in about the last year is simplicity. Does the change that I'm about to make simplify, or does it add more complexity, right? As we all know, complexity kills. I think that's one of the things that makes 2-second Lean phenomenal is it's a set of very simple concepts that if we repeat them over and over and over again, we get an extraordinary outcome. Keep it simple, keep it stupid. And the last one is speed. Does the process that I'm about to do negatively impact the slow the process down? We should not continue. We should pump the brakes. So the most important thing, again, is even when shit hits the fan, stay to the principles, stay to caring about your people, and look at the 4 criteria and teach that into your team and watch Lean explode for your company. Thank you.